Test. Did Corey go home yet? Oh, okay.
Tonight, Moorhead girls basketball returns to the hard court, and it's a home game as they take on Breckenridge. Tom Dryberg joined us. Last Saturday was an outing that soon wanting to be forgotten.
Yes.
And that's all we need to say as the Spuds took on St. Michael Albertville, and a very, very strong program with a lot of depth from now until years to come.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good eye-opening experience for me along with a lot of our players. After the game, I had a show of hands of who had ever played at the varsity level at STMA, and I think there was only 2 individuals that had actually gotten on the court. So a lot of them were kind of dealing with that varsity experience at STMA for the first time, and I think it showed, including myself. I think that there was a lot of things that I learned the other night, and hopefully we'll be able to build to that at some point in the future.
We also know that coaches will take that opportunity to learn and to build upcoming years and upcoming games, rather. What are some of the things that you saw?
Well, I think just, I charted a little bit of stuff after that game in simple pass catch situations that we found ourselves being double teamed all night, and it never seemed to get better, which is something that as a player you have to learn, that you have to make in-game adjustments and not getting yourself in the other day.
And so with
Score.
been a few years since these two teams have met on the hard court, and there have been at times, this has been a pretty good rivalry, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I think that Breckenridge, from what I've seen on film this week, does a really good job on both ends of the floor. They play some different types of defense, a little 1-2-2 zone. They'll back out into a man defense every once in a while. But offensively, they do a lot of really good things with their players. Do a lot of ball screen actions, which is a little bit different on the girls' side when you see continuous ball screen action. They'll run some different high sets that kind of lift the floor up that might make it a little bit more difficult for our defense.
Is there a particular player you have to keep an eye on?
Yeah, their post player, Kazemius, is a really talented individual inside. She's about 6'1", she's long, a little bit more lean. It's going to be a great matchup for our bigs inside. Rosie, Joe, Sam, all three of them are going to probably have to face her at some point tonight, and they're going to have to be vertical. We don't want to get her into a situation where she's knocking down free throws and taking away our size advantage simply by putting us in foul trouble, so we got to be solid.
What will you see that will make you decide which player is going to defend?
Well, it's just kind of a feel thing. Depending on who else is out on the court with her at the same time. Sometimes, obviously Rosie does a phenomenal job, but she's a very physical player, and sometimes that goes against her. Depending on how the officials are calling the game, sometimes that plays into it a little bit. So, we just got to keep an eye on our matchups, make sure that we're matching up the rest of the court the way we want to, and then we'll kind of decide that last piece and how important that last piece is when we get to it.
Spuds will try to rebound from last Saturday afternoon's game at STMA. Tonight, it's Breckenridge. It's the Spuds and the Cowgirls. We'll look at our starting lineups when we return after this timeout.
We get ready for tonight's girls basketball matchup. It's the Moorhead Spuds and the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Cowgirls under head coach Austin Imdick. 3 wins and a loss on the season. Started the year out with a nice win over Crookston, 63-57, then lost a tough one to Hawley, 57-39. Rebounding with wins over DGF, and in their last outing, a 6-point decision over Barnesville, 42-36. Breckenridge is 3-1 on the year, averaging 52 points per game, giving up an average of 44. The Spuds come into tonight's game with 4 wins and 2 losses. Started the year with a nice win over crosstown rival Shanley, 53-50. Going on the road to defeat Thief River Falls, 81-44. Very decisive victory for the Spuds in that one. And then into section play at Brainerd, 48-46. The Warriors getting the win there. But the Spuds rebounded from that with a win over Cheyenne and Fargo North before stepping on the road and going off to St. Michael Albertville in another Section 8 game. St. Michael Albertville simply too much this past Saturday afternoon. 70-30 was the final. And the Spuds come into tonight's game at 4 wins and 2 losses, as they average 57 and give up an average of 51. The comparative scores indicates we may have a ball control type of game, and it will depend on the half-court offense, or defense rather, I suspect, as to how these teams match up and face each other. As we heard from Tom Dryberg, Moorhead has got some concern on the play of Grace Conzemius of Breckenridge inside at 6'1" and a senior. He'll be trying to match up individually. He has Rosie Anderson that can post up, Jolie Kroll, Samantha Zimmerman can match up as well inside. And so those 3 players will try to figure out a way to stop Conzemius tonight as the Spuds take on the Cowgirls. Meanwhile, Moorhead's offense has been centered around getting the ball to Samantha Zimmerman, and she can, on a very good night, be sure to find her way up to the rim and in. She's got outside help from Bryn Jacobson and Anna Nelson, and so we'll see how those match up as we get ready for tonight's game. A quick look at the starters: Abby Johnson, Cameron Kaler, Jude Held, Carsey Materi, and Grace Conzemius for Breckenridge. The Spuds will go with Anna Nelson, Bryn Jacobson, a 9th grader, Grace Perry, Samantha Zimmerman, and Rosie Anderson. 1 senior, 1 junior, 3 sophomores in Moorhead's starting lineup. As the teams come to side court in preparation for the start of tonight's game, we'll be back and have the opening tip-off after this timeout.
Our national anthem. Rules at Breckenridge High School. Starting at 1 guard of 5'7", junior number 20, Carsey Maturi. position, 5'8" sophomore number 10, Abigail Johnson. At 1-4 position, the 6'1" senior number 30, Grace Conzenius. At the second forward position, the 5'10" senior number 14, Jude Hill. And finally, at the third forward position, a 5'11" junior, number 11, Cameron Taylor. The head coach of the Breckenridge Cowgirls, Mr. Austin Indek, with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Breckenridge Cowgirls high school girls basketball team. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team of the school board. Our Spuds of Moorhead Senior High School. Starting in the guard position, 5'8" sophomore number 12, Anna Nelson. And another guard spot, 5'8" freshman number 22, Brent Jacobson. At a forward position, 5'9" sophomore number 40, Grace Terry. At the other forward spot, a 5'10" senior number 50, Sam Zimmerman. And centering our Spuds, a 6-foot junior, number 54, Rosie Anderson. The Spuds are coached by Mr. Tom Dreinberg with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Moorhead High School Spuds girls basketball team.
Well, as if you've been at a Moorhead, at the Moorhead Gymnasium, you'll recognize how things are laid out. One side of the bleachers has been pulled back, and there is no seating there except for media types. And on the other side, properly spaced and properly masked, we have parents and ticket holders from both teams. So as we go out to center court, we're ready to go. Moorhead will go left to right as Samantha Zimmerman stands in against Grace Conzemius. The officials have got everybody squared away and lined up, and we are out at center circle. Ball is up and tipped off to the side. It was tipped by Zimmerman, but picked up by the Cowgirls. And Jude Hill takes over right away. Hands it off to Abby Johnson. Deep into the far right corner. There's the look in from there. Spuds line things up one-on-one with the pressure defense. Ball deflected away from behind by Rosie Anderson. Going to the floor. Saves it with a toss to Samantha Zimmerman. Going all the way down. Looking, dishing out. Way up on top. They'll slow it down. Here's the look in by Anna Nelson. To the near side for Bryn Jacobson for 3. Jacobson opens up the scoring, and Moorhead leads at 3-0 on their first possession. Out at midcourt, Abby Johnson runs the offense. Bryn Jacobson defending, and now away from the play, there's a whistle and a foul call with a hand check. Samantha Zimmerman picks up the foul. From side court, the inbound by Carsey Materi. Up on top for Conzemius. She works one-on-one on Rosie Anderson. That's the first look. There's a battle going on there. Both at about 6'1", and both very strong players. Here's the play up on top for Abby Johnson as she works it back to the near side, gets the screen and drives, got turned around, slips it up on top. Conzemius fakes right, drives left, comes back up on top. Pulls up the dribble, in some trouble now as Anderson continues to provide the defense. Back up on top as Breckenridge will take their time and work their offense, looking for an opening. So far, the Spuds defense has limited the Cowgirls to any kind of look at the basket. Here's a drive at the baseline. Swings it out on the near side. Here's a 3 try on its way, and we are tied as Carsey Materi lines one up off a perfectly executed play, and we are all knotted up at 3. Moorhead back up court quickly. To the near side for Anna Nelson. Then back up on top, looking in and swung around. Deep into the far corner. Return to the near right corner, lining it up and shooting. Anna Nelson's shot slips off to the backside. Rebound pulled up and Moorhead has it back again. Nelson takes a look, this time at his own, as she goes to the baseline. Slaps it underneath. Ball to the floor, turned over. Tried to get it into the hands of Grace Perry, but could not. And here comes Breckenridge. Game all tied at 3 as the teams exchange 3-point field goals early. Here's a drive to the baseline. Hook pass up on top, and it got deflected. It will stay with Breckenridge as Moorhead got a hand on it to deflect it out. With the timeout, Anna Erickson checking in now for Breckenridge. Erickson on the floor in place of Abby Johnson, and play is underway. To the baseline, a long shot from the far corner. And a whistle stopping play. Did not see the signal. I think it appeared to be either a lane violation or a 5-second violation. And so on the turnover, Moorhead heads up court. Game is tied at 3 as they go into the high post. Dished out near side. Here's a drive in, and it is deflected and stolen on a nice play by the Cowgirls. Reaching in to tip that one, Cameron Kaler also saved it from going out of bounds. It sets up a long-range shot that misses by the Cowgirls. They'll try it again. Up on top, the look by Carsey Materi. To the near side, give and go down the lane, and it is stolen away. Nice follow play in by the Spuds, Anna Nelson. Back up court, it's knocked out of bounds. And Moorhead will have it in play. 3-3. Game got started on a Bryn Jacobson 3 for Moorhead, followed by a three-pointer by Materi for the Cowgirls. Here's a look in on the near corner, way up on top. Gathered in by Bryn Jacobson. She drives the lane, she rattles it. And we'll see if the call, no, they did not call. The foul came. Anna Erickson with the foul call, her first, and it came before the shot. So play comes in bounds. On top to look for Bryn Jacobson. To the far side, Grace Perry brings it back up. Samantha Zimmerman takes it down, swings her way all the way to the basket and in. Weaving her way through the defense, Samantha Zimmerman gives Moorhead a 5-3 lead. To the far side, Breckenridge dropping it down low to Conzemius, and she goes to the rack. Grace Conzemius with a nice set off the pick up on top, took the pass, lined it up and scored, and back up court, Perry following on the rebound is fouled. Well, they're going to a held ball. There will be no foul on that play. 5-5 we play. And again, player substitutions as the play comes up on top. Samantha Zimmerman got tangled up, and they're going to call a turnover before palming the dribble. And that puts the ball in the hands of the Cowgirls that will have it in on the back court as Carsey Materi handles it in. Jude Held will walk it up court. Spuds are waiting. Held to the left-hand dribble. Gives off and right there on the play. Deflecting it loose. Samantha Zimmerman nearly had herself a steal but was tied up right away. Conzemius was down on the play along with Jude Held. Alternate possession Breckenridge. Game tied at 5. The play in for Conzemius. She works and drives around to the far side. Give and go down low it went, and it was deflected out. Last touch Breckenridge. Moorhead will have it in. Back come the Spuds with this game all knotted up into the paint. Perry now on the near corner, returns it far side. Saved from going out of bounds by Rosie Anderson, throws it up on top. Alexa Grunwald now in the lineup, hands it around to the far side, deep into the corner. Give and go comes all the way back, and up on top Perry. Moving it around the perimeter, here's the drive in all the way down. Shot blocked and rejected big time. Brought back in by Rosie Anderson, missed and fired loose. Perry with the rebound on the ground, and from there it is a held ball. Some very aggressive play by both teams. Getting that one to tie up as the Spuds will have it in play at the baseline. Abby Johnson back into the lineup for Breckenridge. Long pass way up on top, gathered in. Samantha Zimmerman plays it up on top to Perry. Down low and goes. The return pass inside for Zimmerman, but the shot missed. The rebound comes down, it's wrestled for, and that one is tied up. Held ball this time goes back to Breckenridge. More substitutions. Mackenzie Downer has just checked in, a 5'6" senior. Breckenridge in the front court with Abby Johnson. Out it comes to Karsi Materi. Into the corner. The look there by Cameron Kaler. They play catch on the near side. Spuds matching it up on the plate. There's a reach in. Rosie Anderson went in for the steal and picked up the foul. That's her first, team second. Well, we talked with Tom Dryberg ahead of the game, indicating defense would certainly be a factor, as both teams have been switching up on their defensive play, and it's been a low-scoring game as a result. We're tied at 5. In trouble on the far side, then a bounce pass into the paint. Driving down, kicking it up on top. Fake right, drive left, down low. Soft floater up and off to the backside. Rosie Anderson there for the rebound. Outlet pass comes up court for Alexa Grunwald. Off to Zimmerman. She fakes and drives and delivers to the corner. The shot from there is up and good for 2. Kate Gulbranson gets the basket to drop, and Moorhead takes back the lead at 7-5. Breckenridge to the near side. Deep into the corner. Stop short. Ball deflected to the floor and will stay with Breckenridge. Rosie Anderson reached in, deflected it loose, went after it to tie it up. Could not hang on to it, and it rolled away. She'll catch a breather now on the near side as Jolie Kroll checks in for Moorhead. Grace Perry will check in at the next opportunity as the play comes back out on the near side, and a 3-try comes off the backside. That one thrown up by Jude Held. Rebound backside Moorhead. 7-5, Spuds the ball in the lead. To the far side, and it's thrown away. May have been deflected on the way by. Moorhead will have it in as Perry now checks on. Samantha Zimmerman will get a break. Seldom does she sit at side court, not for very long. Here's the play in by the Spuds, way up on top. Grace Perry brings it near side. And from there, Mackenzie Downer drives into the paint, kicks it out. Perry is open, lines it up, and shoots. And that hit the rope that is holding the backboard in place. That's out of play. That's a turnover, and here comes Breckenridge. Basket will tie the game. A 3-pointer will give Breckenridge the lead. Nearly lost the dribble. Abby Johnson pulls it up, delivers it down, and as she turned the corner to throw the pass, Moorhead with some body contact along the way, picking up the foul. Kate Gulbranson has picked up her first. A lob pass in for Konzemius. Now the kick out to the near corner. The shot goes up and missed. The rebound goes up and missed. They'll try it again, and it's up on the rim. But the whistle has stopped play with a Moorhead foul on the shot. That'll give Breckenridge 2 at the line. Konzemius will step in. Moorhead foul, Alexa Grunwald. Her first, team's 4th. And Grace Konzemius has the free throw up and good. And now a conversion brings the two teams even. 7-6 with Konzemius at the line. Right-hander takes a long and steady look, throws it up to the backboard. Jolie Kroll is there on the miss. Moorhead has it up court with a 1-point lead. Here's the drive in by Grunwald. Gets through the defense, goes in, shot blocked by Konzemius. A rebound up to Jude Held, and she goes all the way down and in. Jude Held has given Breckenridge the advantage at 8-7. Near side look for Mackenzie Downer of Moorhead. Swings it in, dropped underneath, and hands-on defense, knocking the pass away. Held goes all the way down to lay it up, and it's off the front of the rim before it's tipped out of bounds. Last touched, I think, Kate Gulbranson of Moorhead. And with the break, Bryn Jacobson returns to the Moorhead lineup. Tori Undum will get her first playing time of the evening for Breckenridge. The Cowgirls with the ball inbounds and a 1-point lead. In some trouble, hurried to throw in and threw it away. Stolen by Bryn Jacobson. Got the pass underneath, and there's a drive to the basket. Bryn Jacobson with a nifty bit of head fake and drive. Jacobson now has 5. Moorhead has regained the lead at 9-8. Pass into the far corner. There's a little ball fake drive down to the basket and in. Jude held. And the Spuds and Cowgirls have started to warm things up just a bit with a timeout taken. 10-11 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. It's Breckenridge 10, Moorhead 9.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics. The Moorhead
You're on.
Welcome back to Moorhead. Our apologies for the technical difficulties. We did not realize that we had lost signal. And apparently we are back up and running again. And during that time away, it has stayed a very closely played game. And Breckenridge at the line now with Held. Jude Held has made a free throw. She now has 5, and Breckenridge has a 2-point lead at 11-9. And Jude Held has a second free throw. On its way up, it crawls over the rim and in. Jude Held now leads all scorers with 6. And after Moorhead at a 9-8 lead, the Cowgirls have come back with 4 straight. And it's 12-9. Breckenridge with the lead. Moorhead nearly had it tipped away. They last touched it and it got out of bounds. So the turnover, Moorhead gives it back to Breckenridge. 6 points for Jude Held, 3 for Carsey Materi, 3 for Grace Conzemius. Spuds are led by Bryn Jacobson with 5. The Cowgirls set their offense with a 3-point lead. Deep into the far corner. Sent back up on top for Jude Held. To the near side, a long 3 try by Carsey Materi misfires. Rebound Moorhead. Grace Perry comes near side. Delivers the pass away, and wide open, Bryn Jacobson. A 3-point field goal, her second tonight. Game tied at 12. Inside of 9 minutes to go. Long pass far side, here's the look in. Battle for it and held up. Boy, there have been a multitude of held balls here tonight between these two teams as they try to implement a hands-on defense. Tori Undum checking out now after her playing time. Grace Conzemius is back on. Rosie Anderson comes up. Double post set up by the Spuds. Play comes to the near side. Anna Nelson with the dribble up on top. Bounces it away. Kate Gulbranson to the baseline. Driving, spinning, trying to work one up to the glass, was fouled. The shot was blocked and away, but she'll be at the line. Grace Conzemius following the play in, and that's her first. It puts Gulbranson at the line. Long and steady look, and the free throw is too hard. Gulbranson on the miss. And Gulbranson steps back. As she settles in, a deep breath, and the right-hand push is up, and that one's too hard again. But the rebound, Rosie Anderson kicked out. It did not go. or Anderson rather, was right there to pull in the Gulbranson miss. It hit back, it hit front, and it spun away. And Kazemius quickly has picked up her second foul. Right-hander puts this one up and good. Rosie Anderson gets into the scorebook with that free throw. Moorhead has come back to regain the lead now at 13-9. Kazemius, after picking up her second foul, coming to side court. Second free throw by Anderson is good. She went 2 for 2 at the line. And Moorhead to a 2-point lead at 14-12. To the far side. Into the corner. Ball scrambled after, tossed back onto the court, stolen by Perry. Back it comes to Bryn Jacobson. She goes down and lays it up and in. Bryn Jacobson now has 10. She leads all scorers, and Moorhead all of a sudden has a 4-point lead. Pass onto the near side, picked up off the floor by Materi. Drives down low, layup miss. Rebound scrambled after and tied up. And a whistle, oh, that's going to be a held ball. Alternate possession to Breckenridge, and it comes with 7:45 remaining. 16-12, Moorhead with the lead, working on a 7-point run. To the near side, Breckenridge going for the long bomb. It's up, it's good. And Jude Held now has 9. And that pulls Breckenridge within 1 at 16-15. Another stoppage of play. Anna Erickson into the Breckenridge lineup. The ball held up, comes to Moorhead. Here's Rosie Anderson up on top. Looking and deciding, bouncing it down low and thrown away. Carsey Materi anticipated the play and was right there to intercept, and here come the Cowgirls. Down by 1. To the far side, long pass way up on top, leaning back to shoot. The 3 try, good. Jude Held on back-to-back threes. And the Cowgirls come back to take the lead at 18-16. Tight defense away from the ball. Here's Rosie Anderson, long skip pass over the top. Brought back in, leaning her way, down low, back out Perry. She'll reverse it into the paint. Puts up a soft floater, it misses. Rebound, Cameron Kaler brings a whistle and a foul, Moorhead. And Rosie Anderson has picked up her second, and she'll come to side court as Jolie Kroll checks on. Backcourt, Breckenridge leading by 2. Held comes across midcourt with a pass. Anna Erickson brings it back on top and works it around to the far side. Pardon me. Long pass near side return. Here's a good look on its way. This one is up to the guide wire that holds everything in place. That's out of play. Gives the ball back to Moorhead. Downer is back in. Mackenzie Downer back into the Moorhead lineup. She'll walk her way up court. Grace Perry, after inbounding, takes her spot on the far wing. Here comes the drive in. That bring in was by Bryn Jacobson. And on the near side, the dribble nearly stolen and deflected underneath. Hands on all the way, getting loose underneath. The shot goes up and long. Rebound bounced away. And here come the Cowgirls. A very aggressive and physical style of play by both teams here tonight. Here's a long look on the near side, the 3 that won't go. Spuds had the rebound by Kroll. Taken away, Moorhead has it. Long pass up court. Here's Mackenzie Downer. Now to Bryn Jacobson. And she fakes left and drives right, and as she turns the corner to the basket, draws the foul. Anna Erickson has her second. Alexa Grunwald will put the ball in play for Moorhead. Spuds down by 2 as they put the ball in, way up on top. Left alone. Here's the look and the shot that's short. Rebound into the paint, pulled in by Tori Undum. Driving all the way in. Given back out, Held. On top, looking around, the return into the near corner. Left alone is Materi. It's in, it's out on a 3 try. Kroll is there for the Roos ball. Up court, pass Alexa Grunwald. Onto the near side, top of the key. Handoff there, Mackenzie Downer. Onto the near side. Here's the walk into the paint. Stopping short, giving off. Here's a quick return in. Giving off baseline up on top quickly. Grunwald lines it up and shoots a three. Alexa Grunwald. Moorhead has regained the lead at 19-18. Well, we anticipated a closely played game, and we've not been disappointed. This contest has never been more than 4 points apart. Out to the far side. Here's a drive into the paint. Nearly lost the dribble. Recovers on top. Brought back up by Karsi Materi. Into the paint with an underhand scoop that's long. Rebound pulled in Moorhead. On the way up court, long pass into the corner. The three try, it's on its way, good. Mackenzie Downer. Three-pointer out of the corner as the Spuds go back-to-back and a timeout taken. With 4:20 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard, Moorhead 22, Breckenridge 18.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
In Moorhead tonight, girls basketball. Jude Held of Breckenridge has stepped up and taken over the offensive range. She has 12 to lead all scorers for the Cowgirls. Meanwhile, for Moorhead, Bryn Jacobson, the ninth grader, leads the Spud scoring with 10. And we're underway. Breckenridge is in the front court as we approach the 4-minute mark. Little backup step move by Held before stepping it off to the far side. The bring back in, into the paint it goes to Cameron Kaler. Back underneath and Kaler gets it back. Into the paint and back out. Driving it off to the near side. Nearly deflected, recovered, prevented from going out, but then it's tipped out of bounds. Moorhead on a steal attempt slapped it away. Well, the two players that figured to factor into the play of the game, Grace Konzemius of Breckenridge and Samantha Zimmerman of Moorhead, both watching from side court with foul concerns. Here's a play on the near side, missed. Rebound, Moorhead. On the way up court, that loose ball pulled in by Kate Gulbranson. Dished off to Bryn Jacobson, deep into the corner. Hook pass down low, it got deflected. It was a little bit high and a little bit hard and a little bit out of bounds. Karsi Materi returning to the lineup, and Parker Yagi gets her first playing time. A seventh grader at 5'6", Parker Yagi into the Cowgirls lineup. Top of the key, working off far side. Little head fake, looked from the three, then overstepped the play and threw it away. Picked up by Alexa Grunwald, and the Spuds are in the front court. Driving all the way down, and it came off the fingertips and stolen back by the Cowgirls on the way up court, lining up a three. It's on its way too hard. It was on line, caught the back side of the rim and kicked out. Moorhead back up court with a 4-point lead. Under control now, Bryn Jacobson. Steps her way forward and sprints to the baseline. She's tied up there before throwing it off the shoe tops, and then it stayed in the, she was looking to deflect it off the shoe tops of the Breckenridge defender, only to see it come right back onto the court. So with that, Grace Perry is back into the Moorhead lineup. Abby Johnson back in for Breckenridge with time showing 2:49 here in the first half. Looking for possession. The play comes in safely, just beating the clock at the baseline. On the near side for Bryn Jacobson. Got it underneath, and it's deflected and stolen. Loose ball picked up by Abby Johnson. Long pass up court. Layup is good. Foul is called. Breckenridge with a basket and one. Now have a chance to pull within one. Kate Gulbranson has picked up her second. She gives way now to Anna Nelson. Back into the Spuds lineup. Breckenridge. Free throw on its way up and good. Carsey Materi completes the three-point play. And it's 22-21. But not. Jolie Kroll getting one from down close and in. Moorhead back to a three-point lead, 24-21, 2:20 to go here in the first half. Up on top, Jude Held. Long pass cross corner. Way up on top it comes, and the three try is on its way. Abby Johnson drops it good. Abby Johnson has tied the Spuds with that three-point field goal. It's 24-24. Jolie Kroll may have gotten away with the travel. Into the paint comes Grunwald. Drops it off, kicked it up on top. Nearly stolen, but gathered in by Bryn Jacobson. Returns to the far side, and the Spuds go deep, and it's in and it's out. Rebound to the floor, pulled in by Carsey Materi. 24-24. 1:38 to go here in the first half. To the far side goes Abby Johnson. Back up on top, a little tight defense by the Spuds. Forced them to play back now to Jude Held on the near side. She'll work her way up on top. Sent around deep into the far corner. From there it goes down low. Here's the turnaround. Back up on top. A long look there. It's good. And another three-point field goal. This one from Abby Johnson has given the Cowgirls the lead. Timeout taken with 1:14 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Breckenridge 27, Moorhead 24.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. Put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Changing three-point field goals, and when they was all said and done, Moorhead had a 4-point lead at 22-18, but since that time, the Cowgirls have come up with a 9-2 run on the Spuds and lead it now by 3, 27-24, with just about a minute to go here in the first half. Alexa Grunwald kicks it to the corner. The shot is wide open, but off the rim it goes, and it's deflected to the near side, and it will come back to Breckenridge as it was tipped out into the Breckenridge bounce area. From side court, Cameron Kaler will toss it in. Abby Johnson, who has helped to spark the offense for Breckenridge, hands it to the near side. Into the paint it goes. Delivered way outside for Carsey Materi, and that's good for three. Her second of the night. She's got 9, and the three-pointers continue to drop as the Cowgirls now lead it by 6 at 30-24. A whistle underneath that brings the Breckenridge Cowgirl players at side court to their feet, only to be disappointed. Kaler has picked up the foul, and it puts Moorhead at the line. Alexa Grunwald had a three-pointer when she first came on. At the line now to shoot 2. First one is up and good. 30-25. That 6-point margin just a moment ago, the largest that either team has had. And at the line, Alexa Grunwald drops in both. She now has 5, and it's 30-26. Breckenridge, the ball and the lead. Less than a half minute to go. Way up on top, we'll see how aggressive they are to shoot before the buzzer. To the near side, the look by Jude Held. She's the team's leading scorer here in the first half. Back up on top for Abby Johnson. She's left alone, she'll shoot. 10 seconds now remaining in the half. Way up on top, Jude Held pulls up short. And on the defense, comes near side just in time for Yagi. She'll deliver it down, and the shot goes up just at the buzzer. It bounces off the rim, it's no good, and the teams are in the locker room. We're at halftime tonight from Moorhead in girls basketball play on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Breckenridge 30, Moorhead 26.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Welcome back to Moorhead High as we have girls basketball in the locker room at halftime. It's been back and forth. The two teams squared off with 3-point field goals. For the longest time, we were tied at 3. Then we were tied at 5. Things started to loosen up just a bit when Breckenridge took a 12-9 lead, only to see the Spuds come back on a 7-point run and led it at that point 16-12. Then the three-pointers started to drop. 4 straight points, 4 straight 3-point field goals, 2 by Breckenridge, 2 by Moorhead, and the Spuds continued to lead by 4 at 22-18. And then it belonged to the Cowboys on a 12-2 run to grab a 6-point lead before the Spuds added a couple of free throws at the end of the half, and in the locker room down by 4. We'll take a look at the individual scoring and have more from Moorhead as you listen to the Spuds on 970 WDAY. We're at halftime on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Breckenridge 30, Moorhead 26.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Welcome back to Moorhead as we see Breckenridge has made their appearance for start of the second half as they hold a 4-point lead on Moorhead, 30-26. Abby Johnson, 2 3-pointers, has 6. Carsey Materi with 9. She has 2 3-pointers and a free throw. Grace Conzemius got into some foul trouble, did not play a lot of minutes, and at the halfway mark has 3. The Cowgirls are led by Jude Held. A couple of free throws, a couple of 3-pointers, and she leads all scorers with 12, Jude Held. The Cowgirls dropped down 6 3-pointers, went 4 for 5 at the line. For Moorhead, Alexa Grunwald has come off the bench, hitting a 3-pointer early in her first appearance, then added a couple of free throws, 5 points at the break. Kate Gulbranson with a driving layup has 2. 3 for Mackenzie Downer. Samantha Zimmerman has touched the ball, I think, maybe once offensively, and she's gotten into her second foul. Jolie Kroll has 2. Rosie Anderson making a couple of free throws has 2. Spuds are led in scoring by 9th grader Bryn Jacobson with 10. A couple of threes that went down, a couple of shots from close in for Bryn Jacobson in double figures here at the halfway mark. And again, the Cowgirls are holding a 4-point lead at 30-26. We'll put the ball in play to start the second half when we return on our Speakeasy scoreboard at the half. It's Breckenridge 30, Moorhead 26.
Planning a trip to Fargo Moorhead
Let's do
soon
90
to
seconds
shop
here,
or see
90
a game?
seconds.
This time, why not stay in Moorhead? In South Moorhead, there's Night Hotel Inn and Suites just off I-94, while on Moorhead's north side, there's Travel Lodge and Suites on the East Highway 10 frontage road. Both locations offer the best of quality, comfort, and guest satisfaction. On your next visit to the FM area, stay in Moorhead at either Wyndham Hotel. They're the best of the best, whether north side or south.
Your home for Boss
Town and
Snowplows is
Country
Birch
Oil
Truck
and
Equipment on
Propane
Highway
reminds
75
you
north
that the
of
heating
Moorhead.
season is here. Don't get caught short of fuel heading into the upcoming months. Call 233-2421
Your dreams
or
don't hit
888-771-2421. Family owned and operated, Town and Country Oil and Propane features on-time oil delivery for the Red River Valley, the Minnesota Lakes,
Put in the
and
work.
of course the Ada area.
You're on in 30 seconds.
Thank you.
Your opportunity
savings as we kick off 2021 at
to be the best.
GMC. Pay 0% interest for 72 months on most new vehicles. Save thousands with our substantial Luther discount on every vehicle in stock. Plus, get $750 in conquest savings on most of our impressive lineup.
Gymnasium in Moorhead. As that horn sounds, the signal to start second half of play. And as they line up for the inbound, it looks like Breckenridge will have it at side court, and they will go left to right as we look on. The Cowgirls have the ball in play, and here's the walk-in by Abby Johnson. Pulls up short, throws it off to the far side. The return inside to Conzemius, and she'll go to the line. Her shot missed, but was fouled right away. And Conzemius, just back into the game, will be at the line to shoot free throws. Rosie Anderson has picked up her third foul as she was trying to defend Conzemius. On its way up and good. And with that third foul, Jolie Kroll returns to the lineup for Moorhead. And the Cowgirls with a 5-point lead, and Conzemius at the line. It's on its way up and good. 5 tonight for Conzemius. And for the second time, a 6-point advantage. The shot goes up Moorhead. Kroll tracks it down, gives it way. Underneath, spinning and twisting, it comes out on top for Samantha Zimmerman. Little fake right and drive left down low, leans it hard off the glass. Rebound to the backside, pulled up by Breckenridge. A baseball-type pass all the way down for transition and a basket. Oh, what a pretty pass out of the backcourt. Right on the money for Jude Held. She's got 14, and a quick start here by Breckenridge, jumping to an 8-point advantage. A held ball on the far side. Moorhead will maintain possession as the play comes in from Grace Perry. As the Spuds set their inbound, it comes up on top. Here's a 3-try to the rim, it goes. Rebound comes down to Conzemius. Up court pass, Jude Held. She'll work one-on-one against Zimmerman. Off to the far side. Loose play there. Underneath and back out. It rolls free. Kroll turns, looks, and has it, but only for a moment. Rather, that was Zimmerman. And on the scramble, it comes back to Moorhead. Just underway, second half. Moorhead has fallen behind by 8 as they head across midcourt. Bryn Jacobson leans it near side for Grace Perry, looks in against the zone. Driving in, back up. Perry is lone to shoot. It's on its way, but won't go. Spuds have had some difficulties getting those long-range shots to drop consistently, and here come the Cowgirls. Into the front court for Abby Johnson. Down low on a hook pass, way up on top. It's on its way. 3-pointer on the rim. Rebound deep to Bryn Jacobson on the Spuds head up court. Jacobson sprinting in, slides her way down. She's fouled and will go to the line. Nifty move into the lane by Bryn Jacobson to take it to the rack and draw the foul and get a chance to score at the line. Kaler has picked up her second foul. Jacobson, Moorhead's leading scorer tonight, now with 11. And it's 34-27. Erickson is into the Breckenridge lineup. Second free throw off the side of the rim by Jacobson, no good. And so the Cowgirls come back up court with a 7-point lead. Swinging her way loose and protecting Anna Erickson. She got into some trouble and traveled with it. Spuds double teamed on the backside to force a decision to try and move the ball forward without the dribble. Didn't work. Here comes Moorhead. Bryn Jacobson on top, comes near side for Grace Perry. Lobs it in high. Swung out to the far side, and from there Jacobson is open, won't go. Rebound, worked her way, found the defense was there, left it out to the side. That won't go. Spuds have gone cold from the floor. Up court passes the Cowgirls. Take a look on the near side for Anna Erickson. Into the paint, stop short. Erickson delivers it back out between the circles. To the far side, Erickson. Now near side for Johnson. Works it around the half moon. And a palming is called. Abby Johnson was facing some pressure, but I didn't think that it appeared to be such a terrible job of applying the pressure, but it was enough to force her to bring the ball up and over. Called palming. That's a turnover. And here comes Moorhead. Down low it goes. Swung back up on top. Quickly tossed to the corner. 3 tries there. This one is good. Bryn Jacobson now has 14. She leads all scorers along with Jude Held. And the Spuds try to crawl their way back into this one, now trailing by 4. Up on top. Ball deflected and then kicked. And kicked to the near side by Carsey Materi. Jude Held, a short break. Back in now for the Cowgirls. Spuds come out of the backcourt, down by 4. Near side look for Perry. Into the high post. Zimmerman delivers to the far side on the hot hand. It's there. Bryn Jacobson from deep outside. She now has 17. And Moorhead has crawled back within 1 at 34-33. Down low and in some trouble. Working her way loose and swinging one and up to the glass and in. Kaler comes up with a big basket for the Cowgirls, her first. And it's 36-33. Moorhead down by 3. Here's Zimmerman. Yes! Samantha Zimmerman. Left alone on the near angle. We're tied at 36. Moorhead has come all the way back. Underneath it goes, and a basket good. Jude Held now has 16. Breckenridge regains the lead, 38-36. Up on top, Bryn Jacobson hands it off to the far right side. From there, the bring back in. Working her way down low, shot blocked out of bounds. Samantha Zimmerman took it into the paint, tried to work her way around the defense to swing one up to the glass, had it rejected out. And with that, here comes Kate Gulbranson. Jacobson will catch a breather. She's sparked the Spuds here during these opening minutes. Up on top, here's Samantha Zimmerman working it far right side. Left alone, she lines it up and shoots, but too hard. Rebound comes away. Cowgirls have it with Anna Erickson. Pass on the near side for Materi. Into the paint, then comes up short, drives it down low, and the Spuds are reaching in. Pull it away loose, tipped right to Samantha Zimmerman. Into the front court. She wants to go all down, but cannot. All the way to the near side, swings it up on top, left alone. Grunwald is there, it's good! Alexa Grunwald now with 8, forces the Cowgirls into a timeout call as the Spuds have gone hot from long range. They've hit on their last 4 attempts. With 13:11 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard, Moorhead 39, Breckenridge 38. And also checking in is Mackenzie Downer. Out of the backcourt, Breckenridge. The Cowgirls making a last-minute change as well as Abby Johnson returns. Abby Johnson sparked the Cowgirls in the first half on back-to-back threes. In the lineup now, we'll see how the two coaches match things up, trying to figure out who to play, when to play them. Near side, Breckenridge. On the look in, Carsey Materi trying to swing her way loose. Ball deflected up on top. And then the touch and the foul, Samantha Zimmerman. And that's her third. She was in good defensive position, but one extra move right into the offensive player picking up the foul. And that brings Samantha Zimmerman to side court with a third foul. Rosie Anderson also at side court with her third. So the play comes in by the Cowgirls. Abby Johnson drives baseline, lays it up, lays it in. Abby Johnson now with 8. Breckenridge reclaiming the lead at 40-39. Here's a shot and a miss and a rebound good. Rosie Anderson back into the game, getting that rebound put back. She's got 4. Moorhead regains the lead. Here's a 3, try missing. Rebound tip and up and goes the foul. Jude held on a putback, will be at the line to shoot 2. Moorhead foul. Mackenzie Downer, her first. And so the Cowgirls at the line for the free throws, and the first one is good. Jude Held now with 17. Game tied at 41 as Held gets ready for her second free throw. Right-hander takes a look. It's on its way up. It's in. It's out. It stays out. Rosie Anderson for the rebound. Moorhead goes into transition and missed the shot. Rebound put back up and missed the shot. Rebound comes away to Jude Held. Spuds had a transition layup attempt, but it was hard off the glass and rim. Bouncing it back up, and the Cowgirls go to the rim and in. Held now with 19. And Breckenridge is back to a 2-point lead. Spuds up on top. Bryn Jacobson deep into the far right corner. Underneath it goes, working her way loose, hard off the glass. Rebound tipped off to the backside. Breckenridge has it. That loose ball ended up in the hands of Cameron Kaler. Inside of 10 and a half minutes. 43-41. Breckenridge the ball and a 2-point lead. Here is Materi. Shot that won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Grace Conzemius. Quick substitutions, both teams. For the Cowgirls, Anna Erickson quickly up off the bench and in. Samantha Zimmerman putting the ball in play. She has a third foul. Walking up court, Bryn Jacobson delivers to the far side. Grace Perry from there underneath. Backing her way in, getting loose. The shot won't go. Rebound swung off, return. Look at 3. No. Back up on top. Here it is. It's on its way, but hard. Off the glass, it comes deep, and here come the Cowgirls. On the near side for Carsey Materi. To the arc and looks in. Hands it back out for Abby Johnson. Bouncing on the near side. A reach and steal attempt, Moorhead. Scramble 4 on the floor. Timeout called for and taken Breckenridge to avoid the turnover, and that stops play. 9:36 to go in the second half on the Speakeasy scoreboard. Breckenridge 43, Moorhead 41. Jude Held with 19 leads the Breckenridge scoring. Bryn Jacobson with 17 leads the Moorhead scoring, as we are in a tight one here tonight. Breckenridge with the lead, 43-41, and putting the ball in play at near side court. Here's the look in by Materi. Bounces it in for Abby Johnson, and play is underway. Johnson off the dribble to the near side for Materi. Tries to protect and then took an extra step. Oh, she's going to be called for the offensive foul. Karsi Materi tried to bump her away from the defender and picked up her first foul. Just the third team foul against Breckenridge here in the second half as the Cowgirls show zone to the far side. Back up on top. Little head fake there, but no. This side, shot goes off the rim. And a rebound foul. Grace Conzemius was in position. She grabbed it and brought it in and was fouled by Grace Perry as she tried to take it away. 9:08 now showing. Out of the backcourt, the walk up by Abby Johnson of Breckenridge. Bryn Jacobson there to pick her up. Here's the play to the near side off the high dribble. Jude Held throws it onto the near side for Karsi Materi. Back up on top and around to Conzemius. Conzemius dribbles her way into and out of trouble. Back up on top. Samantha Zimmerman tried to put a defensive maneuver on the play, and foul is called. Samantha Zimmerman has picked up her fourth foul. Mackenzie Downer checking out. So the play continues on. Zimmerman stays on with 8.5 minutes to go. Play on the floor, tied up, held ball. Very typical of what we have seen throughout tonight. Very aggressive hands-on defense that has resulted in a multitude of held balls and turnovers. To the near side it comes. Moorhead into the zone, comes out. Grace Perry throws it far right side. From there, faking left, driving right, getting loose and in trouble, throws it away. Ball got kicked out of bounds by Breckenridge, and Moorhead catches a break on that errant pass and will have it in from side court, far side. There's the bouncer in for Grace Perry. Give and go underneath. It got a deflection and it's picked off. Here's Jude Held into the front court. Up by 2. Onto the left-hand dribble. Spuds defense showing zone. Rolling it back to the near side. Conzemius throws it up. Here's the look and around all the way to the far side. Dribble drive, it's on the rim and off. And a foul underneath. Rosie Anderson has picked up her fourth foul. And that brings Jolie Kroll in. Here's Karsi Materi. 9 points all first half scoring for Materi. And a chance to improve on a 2-point lead, and does. Materi now in double figures has 10. And it's 44-41. Back at the line, Materi. Long, steady look. Leans it up and it spins out. Materi on the miss. Perry on the rebound. Moorhead in the front court. Long pass far side. Zimmerman delivers it back out. Jacobson in some trouble. Gives it back to Zimmerman. In trouble there. Finally hands off to Kate Gulbranson. And then the return pass is stolen. Up it goes and it's on the rim and out. Moorhead chasing it down and into the paint. It will stay. It will go, rather. It looks like it's going back to Moorhead, and Austin Imdick is not at all pleased, a little bit confused by the call made underneath. Here's the play up to midcourt and across. Near side, Moorhead. Far side, Jacobson. In the middle, Perry. Deep out to the far wing. Look there by Zimmerman. Bounces it into the corner, and Perry Here's the look up on top, and Jacobson is open, and it's in, and it's out to rebound. Tipped up into the air and pulled in by Jude Held. Long pass into the front court for Johnson. Goes down low, and she'll go to the line. So once again, Grace Perry, her second. And the Cowgirls are at the line. First one in and out. That brings Grace Conzemius back into the Cowgirls lineup as Abby Johnson gets ready for her second free throw. And the right-hander takes a look up and spins it home. Abby Johnson, 1 of 2, now has 9. And Breckenridge has crawled back to a 4-point lead at 45-41. Near side look into the baseline. Rejected, but right back out. On top for Zimmerman. Drives the lane, throws it back out. Here's a long shot for 3. And for Bryn Jacobson, now game high 20. That stops play as the Spuds have pulled within 1 with 6:28 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. It is Breckenridge 45, Moorhead 44.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
It has become quite apparent that the two coaches are matching wits midway through this second half, as each play and each trip up court has a little different twist, a little different flavor to see what might work. Here comes Breckenridge with Abby Johnson. Up on top, she's in trouble and got the dribble back again after it was tipped. Moorhead in the zone. Here's the offensive foul on Jude Held. She was not driving in, but she had delivered the bounce pass and ran into a Spud defender. Held now with her second foul, and Moorhead gets the ball back down by 1. Onto the near side. Up on top, Bryn Jacobson returns it near side for Grunwald. It's open for 3. Alexa Grunwald off the bench tonight now with 11. And Moorhead has taken the lead at 47-45. Off to the far side. Hook pass down low. Conzemius in some trouble. Managed to get the pass away. On top for Johnson, it won't go. Rebound Grunwald. Alexa Grunwald, a factor here in the last 2 possessions. To the near corner. The shot, it's on its way for Gulbranson. And that one is good. Gulbranson now with 4, and Moorhead leads at 49-45. They have scored the game's last 8 points. Back up court, Breckenridge in some trouble, avoids the turnover. Here's the bring back in, and a reach in for the deflection brings up a whistle and a foul. That foul to Grace Perry is her 3rd. Well, already the foul situation was somewhat tenuous, and it's becoming more so as far as Moorhead is concerned. And that free throw by Grace Perry has put Carcy Materi at the line. She misses on the front end. Rosie Anderson has 4 for Moorhead. Samantha Zimmerman has 4. Now Grace Perry has 3. Meanwhile, at the line, Carcy Materi's free throw is short on the rim. It comes away. The Cowgirls have it back up and in. Cameron Kaler. 49-47. Moorhead back up court with that 2-point advantage inside of 5 minutes. Ball deflected to the backcourt, recovered. Bryn Jacobson sends it off far right side. Pulled up short, comes back on top, then dropped underneath for Perry. And around the perimeter, left alone for just a moment. It's on the rim and away. Rebound pulled in by Jude Held. Big night for Jude Held, scoring and rebounding. On the near side, it's Karsi Materi. And the Cowgirls work it to the baseline and back out. Kenzemius working her way around to the top of the key. Off to the far side, now closing in on 4 minutes to go. Moorhead has come from behind and leads by 2. Cowgirls have a chance to regain the lead on this trip. Now and low, leaning, shot, won't go, too hard. Rebound is pulled in by Kate Galbranson. 49-47 Moorhead. In the front court, here's Jacobson open. Won't go, it almost looked like it hit the guide wire on the way down. No call was made and play continues on. Here is Jude Held for Breckenridge. After the far side for Anna Eriksson. Delivered to the far wing. Kenzemius throws it back up on top for Anna Eriksson. Deep into the near corner, Materi. As Breckenridge tries to figure their opening. To the near side, in the ball is deflected, and an offensive foul called on the charge. Jude Held on the drive to the basket ran into a Moorhead defender. And Jude Held has picked up her 3rd foul. Before play continues, there was a substitution ready to be made. Alexa Grunwald checking out of the lineup now for Moorhead. Let's see if we can catch. Spuds have Rosie Anderson and Samantha Zimmerman. Kate Galbranson, Bryn Jacobson, and Grace Perry. Way up on top, return near side. Nearly stolen. Here's the drive down low, and the shot won't go. Rebound scrambled for, and to the floor it goes as a held ball. 3 minutes to go. Alternate possession, Breckenridge. Coming out of the backcourt. Setting up, Zimmerman out to challenge the play by Held. Throwing off to the far side for Eriksson. Breckenridge sets their offense into the high post. They turn on the look down low. Backing her way in, turning, shooting. Kenzemius on the miss. Rebound back up and in. Grace Kenzemius staying with the play. Missed her first attempt. Got the second one to go and draws the Moorhead foul. And that will take care of the evening for Rosie Anderson as she fouls out with 2:40 to go. Leaves the game with 4 points on a basket and 2 free throws. Grace Kenzemius, a chance to complete the 3-point play and give Breckenridge the lead. Meanwhile, Tom Dryberg has got the referees over at side court getting an explanation as to how they made the call they did. And we've seen that also from Austin Imdick. And so with that, Rosie Anderson comes to side court. That brings Alexa Grunwald. Grunwald to take her place on the lane. Zimmerman on the far side, Perry on the near side for the Spud rebounders as Kenzemian's free throw is good. 8 on the night for Grace Kenzemius, and Breckenridge has the lead at 50-49, and there's a blocking foul. Breckenridge still has a foul to give before free throws. Meanwhile, the Spuds have a foul to give before the double bonus free throws. Timeout has been asked. Timeout has been granted. 2:36 to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. It's Breckenridge 50, Moorhead 49. Jude held with 19. Carsey Materi with 10. Abby Johnson leading scores for Breckenridge. And a 1-point lead. Moorhead coming out of the backcourt. Bryn Jacobson with 20. Alexa Grunwald 11 to lead the scoring. Down low and at the paint. Moorhead is lost. Rosie Anderson to fouls. Play comes all the way around to the near side. Grunwald just did catch onto it. Play back up on top for Zimmerman. Right arms it off to the far side, and Bryn Jacobson takes a look near midcourt. Throws it near side, glancing in at the zone. Sent off to the far side, and Zimmerman open but wide. Rebound thrown back into the play, and the basket is good. A long three by Samantha Zimmerman that failed to connect. And the loose ball, prevented from going out of bounds, brings up a foul call on Breckenridge. Grace Conzemius, her third. Spuds have regained the lead with Grace Perry at the line. Right-hander puts it on the way up and good. So Perry getting her first points of the night. And Moorhead now leads by 2 with less than 2 minutes to go. Conzemius throws it near side. Up on top and around quickly. Deep into the corner. Deep in the corner looking. In some trouble, but the pass comes way up on top. Here's a drive down on the open look by Erickson, but didn't take it. Spuds cover up on the backside, and there's the offensive foul. Breckenridge has found themselves guilty of fouling away from the ball by running into a defender. And that foul on Anna Erickson, her fourth. And play to the near side out of bounds. Last touch, Breckenridge. Oh, Moorhead got a timeout called in time. So we return to the Spud Gym after this timeout. On the Speakeasy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 52, Breckenridge 50.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Well, with the scramble for the loose ball, it was caught and held in backup court. On the turnaround, it comes to Moorhead. They'll have it back again. Moorhead tried a full-length pass that came up just short. And back in comes the drive to the baseline. Shot blocked. Roll to the floor. Scramble for it there. Call made, I think, on the held ball. So the alternate possession will stay with the Spuds, and they'll have the ball. A 2-point lead with 1:14 to go. Grace Perry to trigger it in. Was running into some trouble. Looking now, and she tosses way up on top for Alexa Grunwald. Moorhead resets their offense. Grunwald takes a look in, bounces it into the post. Here's the turn and the look by Perry. Deep into the corner, it's sent way back up to Grunwald. They may be in a time control style of offense here as the Spuds bring it up on top for Samantha Zimmerman. Appearing to be in no hurry to set up a play to score. Here's Grunwald waiting instead for the foul to come. Here's a drive on the near side, and Zimmerman takes it all the way but missed the layup. And a foul underneath. And we will take the walk up court as Moorhead, with that foul, has given Breckenridge the double bonus. For Grace Perry, her fourth. Samantha Zimmerman continues to play on with her fourth. Rosie Anderson is at side court after picking up her fifth. Here's Konzemius, chance to tie. Right-hander on its way up, bounces, and drops away. 4 for 6 on the night for Grace Konzemius. Now to pull within one. On its way up, looks good is 9 tonight for Konzemius, and it's 52-51. Moorhead, the ball in the lead, is blocked. Alexa Grunwald along the far side. So foul shooting will be the tale of the story. The foul given to Materi, her second. And Moorhead steps to the line with a 1-point lead. All of a sudden, we're down inside of 37 seconds. Free throw is good. Grace Perry. Correction, Alexa Grunwald at the line. Now has 12. And the free throw is off the front of the rim. It is no good. Rebound Konzemius, handed off, down by 2 into the front court. Breckenridge leaning it out on the near side. Had a notion from 3, but Abby Johnson keeps it in play. Back up on top. Here's the return pass to Johnson. Works it into the high post. Leaned off to the far side. Konzemius goes back door and threw it away. The Spuds, anticipating the play, were there for the call, and on the way up court, Breckenridge quickly fouling. Jude Held has picked up her fourth. That brings Samantha Zimmerman to the line. She has 5 tonight, had a 2-point field goal in the first, a 3-point field goal in the second, now stepping up to the line. Right-hander puts it on the way up. It looks hard off the back iron. It is. But getting 2, she has a second one coming now. And play will resume after this timeout with 11 seconds to go on the Speakeasy scoreboard. It's Moorhead 53, Breckenridge 51.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
As we return to play, Samantha Zimmerman at the line for Moorhead. Second free throw is in and out. It is no good, and here comes Breckenridge inside of 10 seconds. A 3 would give them a lead. Play up on top as they work against the defense. Here's the angle down low for the layup and the tie. It is no good, and Breckenridge comes up just short as the Spuds persevere in a very closely played and highly competitive game. What fun this was to be a part tonight. We'll recap the scoring and have more when we return. Our final score on the Speakeasy scoreboard: Moorhead 53, Breckenridge 51.